What's up, Pirates? Wraith here with Awaken CCG. Today, Perona won a CS for the first time, and we're going to react to it. I've been spending time with my family. It is Christmas Eve, and so I know the video is a little late, but we're still dropping today. Taking some time out of my day to just react to this real quick. It's not going to be, nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and mute. Let's get it started. I do want to do 2x speed just to get it over. I know this game, I think this game is a little longer, like 25 minutes or so. So I want to 2x speed it. Sakazuki, turn 1. Doesn't do anything, but he cycles. So he trashes an event, draws. And now we have the Perona here playing brand new and passing. So the Sakazuki now has the turn 2. He has a swing available, 3 Dawn. Judging by his hand, he can't play anything, so he's in a cycle. A blue Hina here would be nice. So he cycles a Lucci for a Lucci. Very unfortunate. And he ends up swinging 8k at the Perona. The Perona is going to take. Next up, we have the Perona going 5k at the Sakazuki. I'm not sure no PO6, but no PO5. First life on Sakazuki is kind of always an instant take just so you can see your pieces. And then the Perona plays a Kuzan at 4 Dawn. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and see here. Now the Sakazuki here has a couple of options. Okay, so it looks like he's going to stick to swinging 6k at leader, and then he's going to play potentially a Borsellino. I don't see him playing a Rob Lucci. Yeah, I mean, maybe if he had like a Great Eruption in hand. I'm not sure if the 06 list run Great Eruption. But he ends up and plays the Borsellino there. So back to the Perona. Let's see here what happens. Perona's never won, and she really never topped until this. I think she maybe has 1 or 2 tops. Top 16s, but no, this event she actually ended up taking. So this is the finals match against the Sakazuki. The Perona decided to swing 5 there. With Kuzan now they're swinging 6. Okay, and then they play Sabo for 5, allowing the Kuzan to not be able to get KO'd by Rob Lucci, which is smart because Sakazuki does run 4 Rob Luccis. And it looks like you see all 4 there. The Sakazuki has 2 in trash and 2 in hand, right? So back to the Sakazuki. The Perona is not in a bad spot. The Perona is definitely not in a bad spot. I think the Saka does have the event to be able to bottom deck. Basically the Rob Lucci effect to bottom deck. Could go that route. He's at 7 Dawn, so not too many options here. You want to do the most damage, you want to be at 10 Dawn. He is definitely thinking here. All right, looks like he's gonna start off with an Ice Age, obviously going to the Sabo, and then he's gonna play the event. Bottom decking both. All right, at least he can swing 5k now at the Kuzan to get 1 card out of his hand still. It's not bad. It's not bad. And then he's going to go 4, maybe play another Borsellino here is probably what he's thinking. Oh, he's going aggressive. Okay, he really wants that Kuzan dead. He should have just fully committed, in my opinion. The Perona can definitely block here and do some damage. Yeah, they let it go. They don't want to go too crazy on the blocks because that's very greedy, right? If you don't have a play to follow it up. And we can see the Dofi hand there. It's Dofi, Borsellino, X Drake. Is that a Virgo 2k blocker? And then a Suru, right? So saving that Kuzan doesn't really do much. The X Drake can't KO the Borsellino. So that's useless. So and then the Kuzan -4 doesn't really do much. Okay, so now the Kuzan ends off his turn with a brand new play and grabs another Ice Age and passes. Trashing 2 Hina, which isn't bad, right? You run Rebecca, the Hina's gonna get played anyway. And you're going to 9 Dawn next turn. You're never worried about that. So now it is the Perona's turn to start turn. They're swinging 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 at the Borsellino. Gets rid of him. We see the Saka's hand. They have no 2Ks, right? So no 2Ks. I'm not giving 3 cards there, 3 1Ks to counter out of a Borsellino. And then the Perona goes Sabo, trash, draw 2, trash 2, cycling. Now it is the Saka's turn here. Trashing his 4th Borsellino. So I think that's the 4th trashing the 4th Rob Lucci. I think that's the 4th Rob Lucci that the Sakazuki has cycled, which is so funny to see. Because in OP05, that card is so crucial to have, right? You always want to have at least one in your hand, and here we are in OP06, and it's just getting trashed 4 times in this matchup. To cycle, obviously, not completely trashed. So there's the Rebecca. The Rebecca Hina's the Borsa, making him a 1 cost, and then we get the Hound Blaze, right? And so now he's probably going to swing heavy at his board. So there's a 6K swing, and he's going to block out for 2, and then he's going to give him another 6K swing. Yeah, you take that every time. And then so he goes Borsellino to search at the end of his turn. So now the Perona has a lot of options, right? The Perona here should probably swing 5 at the he swung 5 at the Hina. Interesting. I personally would have swung at the Rebecca to get the blocker out of the way, and then keep the brand new, the Hina, and leader rested, because they're never blocking out with the Rebecca there. It's it's 5K to 0, right? So they're just taking it. But the Perona won, not me. So he maybe getting rid of that 1 card out of hand was needed, So let's see how this ends up going. Oh, did he just cycle? Okay, he cycled an Ice Age and grabbed a, what is that? Is that a Gecko Moria? I'm not too sure here. But let's see what he ends up doing. He's thinking about an Ice or a Great Eruption. So he does Great Eruption, the Dofi to 8. And now, we get the draw. We have a lot of options. He could definitely kill it this turn. He has the Hina. He has he can Rebecca to grab a Rob Luch. Yeah. Grabs the Rob Lucci. Plays the Hina, correct? So 1, 2, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and boom. So KO'd the Dofi. Sakazuki still way too good. We had 4 from the Rebecca. We had 2 from the Suru, which is 6. 1 Great Eruption to 8, and then obviously leader swing would be the 9th cost reduction. And yeah, that Dofi is definitely dead to rights. And so now the Perona is swinging 5K at potentially the Hina again. I don't see why he would switch up what he was doing. Yeah, so he's giving 5 again. And now he has double Hina. Wait, whoa, okay. So the Perona decided to keep both of the Rebeccas and leader rested. Oh, I apologize. The leader was rested. He never -1. So it was only -8 on the Dofi on the previous turn. But regardless, the Rob Lucci just, takes care of it regardless. And so now we have the Sakazuki with 3 available swings still, and the Perona on 2 life. But I think the most crucial part is if the Sakazuki decides to go for game here and the Perona can block out, that means that the Perona just wins next turn, because they're going to have no blockers available if they don't play a blocker, and they're at 1 life with 4 cards. So they're in a very tricky spot here. Resting those blockers actually might have been the tech, right? Knowing he can go for lethal next game. So it looks like the Sakazuki is going to try to pressure lethal, which who knows if it's the right decision or not. He's debating here, so he's going to go 9, which I think is the wrong play. I think he's just going for it. The Perona has 4, 5, 6K, 7, 8K, 8K worth of counter in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like 3 2Ks and 2 1Ks in hand. And so yeah, he's just if the Sakazuki goes for there, that's an easy counter out, and then basically that's just game. Yeah, so gives him a 0 drop event to 3, and then a 2K on top of that. Oh no, it wasn't 6 2Ks. It was the events. Yeah, that's game over. So just 12 and then 13K. Very interesting. Okay, so I think the Sakazuki could have definitely played it a little longer there. So at 10 Dawn here, let's look at his hand. He has, I'm not sure if that's Gecko Moria or not, but that I know for a fact he has 1 Borsellino, right? So you have 1 life. I guess the Borsellino gets rested by the Perona regardless. But I'm not sure if he cycles here. Does he cycle? No, he doesn't cycle. So he doesn't cycle at all. Maybe he could have cycled and looked for another Rebecca. Maybe because if you double blocker, it's not over. It's not over. You can swing as much as you can. Blocker. Maybe go like 7 with the Lucci, 5, 5, 6, or 7 with Lucci, 6 with the Hina, and then 5. Right. Get cards out of his hand and then play a double blocker. If you were to have cycled and grabbed another blocker, one of them gets rested, but then he only has 1 swing at you, right? But I guess he wanted to go for it, thinking that the Perona might have not had it, but the Perona did, and Perona won. Birdcage Dofi has been gaining popularity, not by much though. I think that deck is honestly bad. I'm not gonna try it anymore. I personally don't like how the deck runs, and it loses to a majority of things, and Saka can still beat it, even though it's teched to beat Saka, which is funny. Saka's just way too good. But regardless, Perona won, so Baby 5 got bought out. 10 drop Dofi all tarts got bought out. And so regardless of if you're playing Birdcage Dofi or not, at least in 06, you can make a deck with the Perona. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We just watched a crazy quick match on Perona and Sakazuki, but if you really look closely, half of the time they were just stalling and thinking, right? So a longer match, but most of the match was thinking regardless. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy holidays. You guys spend some time with your families. I'm dropping daily videos. Doesn't matter what day it is. You guys have a wonderful day. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe to our channel, guys. Subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.